Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about a few things. That's right, I'm in the hoodie. I'm in the Emerging Millionaires hoodie, because that's what it feels like. We're going to talk about it. Do you like risk? Are you a risk taker? This is another motivational day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's all motivational when we're talking about making money, because every day you have an opportunity. Let's see who the risk takers are. If you've been paying attention, then you have been making money while you sleep. Welcome, everybody. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. We're going to talk about risk taking today, motivational day. It's time for you to make some more money, some more cash. Get that duffel bag of cash, the Wi-Fi cash, laptop cash, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to talk about this FOMO, this fear of missing out. I'm going to show you guys something on the screen. All this crap all the time in your face. And if you work, you don't recognize information is being fed to you. That is wrong. So you heard that thing called best economy ever? Does that ring a bell? It's always the best economy ever when you can manipulate whatever the economy is. I'm going to show you something on the screen. Let's just call it what it is. A president is generally inaugurated on January 20th. So like this year, whoever wins the election at the end of November, they're going to be inaugurated on January 20th, 2021. All right? So here's what I got for you. January 20th, or shall I say January 21st, because that's the day after, 2009 through January 20th, 2017. New president comes in January 20th, 2017, but 21st of January 2017, and we'll go up to March 6th. If anybody's paying attention, we know on March 9th the stock market went down another 1,000 points. So I'm not even going to include that. Look at the numbers. You tell me. Did you think it was the best economy ever before? But now you're telling me it's the best economy now? Numbers don't lie. Which one's higher? Look for yourself. Don't be fooled. So, what I'm talking about is risk takers. Did you pay attention the last 2 weeks when I was saying, what about those VIX products? TVIX, VIX, UVXY, VIX, did you guys pay attention? Some of y'all did. Some of you wrote down 121% by Curtis. Way to listen to me, my man. Making money while we slept. Here we go again. Those of you who were paying attention, you're winning again today. But don't forget one thing. When the stock market starts going down, there's certain things that happen. The rich people, the wealthy, have to sell their assets, gold, silver, precious metals. So those will start going down too. So if you have time to put money in cold storage, grab some precious metals. And by the way, how can I forget? Tifosi Optics. Spring 2020 is the promo code. Promo code Spring 2020. Spelled the normal way. Anybody who orders $75 or more worth of Tifosi Optics right now, you get a free pair of sunglasses. Info will be down below in the description. Anybody who orders $50 or more in sunglasses, you get another special. Free shipping. That's right, TifosiOptics.com. So what are we talking about here? A lot of people are sitting here going on the fear of missing out. Therefore, you're buying things, cryptocurrency, for instance. You're buying stocks because you're saying, hey, listen to these knuckleheads talking about, well, buy on the dip. Well, if you would have bought on the dip 2 weeks ago, then you would have bought on the dip a week ago, then you would have bought on the dip on Friday, then you would be buying on the dip today. Oh, guess what? It's been going down. So much for buying on the dip. The only reason somebody's telling you to buy on the dip is your fear of missing out, because it's all in likelihood all predicated on the fact that the stock market goes back up. Why worry? Except there's one little problem. When Russia says, we're gonna reduce oil, Saudi Arabia says, I see your reduction of oil, we're gonna reduce oil as well. Reduce prices, that is. Now, the petrodollar that we have, we got problems. Because now our dollar is gonna get stronger, which means the trade against the dollar is weaker. Nobody's coming to visit America. Nobody's gonna start buying a dollar. Who's gonna be buying those treasury bonds? And once again, you know who it is, $100 billion today. The Feds pumping in treasuries, pumping up the stock market, pumping up the banks. Are you tired of this yet, Americans? Stop struggling now, though. We taking advantage. So stay tuned. You know how we do this. Don't be scared. Don't listen to all these people who just think it's status quo. The coronavirus is just going to go away. Are you a risk taker? You have to be a risk taker in this market. This is when people become wealthy. When there's blood in the streets, as they call it, you become wealthy. So reevaluate yourself and get on a motivational plan that you want to become wealthy. Then you have to take small risk. Friends of mine who think they were taking no risk, what are they doing right now? They're at home sweating. They're at work sweating. They're sitting there going, I told you last week, the last video, friends of mine had 1.5 million in their 401k. Last week. Well, 2 days of down markets means when it went to 1 million, I can only imagine what they have in their bank, in their 401k right now. That means it's dropped even further. So I hope a lot of you aren't in that situation, but the way America is built, a lot of people have 401ks and pensions and hedge funds and mutual funds. So there's nothing wrong with that, because basically in America it was always FOMO, because it was always based on the previous 30, 40 years business model is that buy a house, get appreciation, refinance your house, or do investments with borrowed money. But we're not in that arena anymore. This ain't 1980, this ain't 1990, this ain't 2010. This is 2020. And you better start acting like it. You need to protect yourself, motivate yourself, get those extra streams of income. If anybody's doing Amazon, FBA, if anybody's doing any business with China, about right now, when people are sitting there trying to order and they're saying, hey, it's gonna take about a month or two to get those products out because we're closing factories because of the coronavirus. Yeah, it ain't feeling so good about right now, is it? Those multiple streams of income that we've been talking about for the last 2 years, year and a half, those are coming home to roost about now. Some of you are well prepared. Some of you have diversified. Some of you have listened. Some of you have said, hey, that Stop Struggling Now guy, he might be on to something. And some of you said that Stop Struggling guy, he's full of SHIT. Well, I guess it all comes down and it all comes around. We find out who the real deal is. When everything starts going down and no longer can you sit on your laurels and say, hey man, you know what, invest in this, invest in that, it's going up. Nobody's sitting here telling you what happens when it goes down, are they? Warren Buffett's sitting around on TV talking about, I got billions in cash. I keep alluding to him. These other guys are sitting around going, buy gold, buy silver, buy stocks for the last 2 or 3 years, for the last 10 years. Come on, let's get real. Anybody can keep saying everything, but how many people are telling you what to do right now while your 401k is going down? While you have a satchel full of money, nobody's sitting there saying, where's all these gurus right now? Where are they helping you out at? They ain't sitting there on TV saying, or making videos saying, hey, invest in this. They're not being specific. All they're doing is saying, buy on the dip. They ain't telling you what to buy. They ain't telling you shit. So come on now. You have to do your own research. You have to understand the fundamentals. You don't pay attention to what people tell you. This is why I give the facts. This is why I post the facts in the videos. It's up to you to take the risk. Are you a risk taker? Are you the one that's going to take responsibility for your life, your financials? Or are you going to be scared? What are you going to be scared of? Losing a little bit of money? This is funny. So I work at a job. I put in $200 a week into my 401k, and I just go, ha ha ha, somebody else is going to handle it. Stock market always goes up, or whatever they invest in always goes up. I don't have to worry. But when that thing starts going down, you wish you had it, didn't you? Because you just want to make it easy for yourself. You don't want to take a risk. You don't want to say, hey, you know what? I lost a little bit of money. I invested and lost. What's wrong with a little bit of loss? You can't win all the time. But taking calculated risk, you can minimize losses. And on the majority of a gain, you can win. And I'm going to say it again. I told people about TVIX a year and a half ago. People were laughing, saying, yeah, Eric, it was $70. Yeah, it went down to 20. Yeah, it went down to 10. Yeah, well, right now, you ain't laughing no more when it's 230, when it's 250, when it's 200. Yeah, 3 times your money, 4 times your money, depending on when you bought in. How about 10 times your money in less than a year and a half? Less than a year. Yeah, that's what I thought. Crickets. Well, welcome back to the real world. This manipulation by the Federal Reserve, you can only go to 0, and then what? That's right, 0 from 0 leaves you 0. The bond market goes down, it's under 1% right now. That's why you have to give $112 billion to the banks. Put in money to the treasuries and buy up these bonds so the rest of the world can say, hey, this is our only safe haven because we're already at 0%. At least we'll take 0.75 over 30 years. What kind of nonsense is this? Are you willing to take risk? Take risk on yourself. Bet on yourself. Invest in yourself. Don't be scared. And that's all I have to say today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please share this video. Everybody on podcast, thank you for listening. We're coming with more stuff. We're coming with more info. We're coming with more ways to make money. And I tell you exactly how to do it. I ain't scared. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you make the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. So no more FOMO. Let's get down to the fundamentals. Pay attention. You be responsible for you and your money. Don't dole it out to people you don't even know. Take the time out. Take the 30 minutes, take the hour to read up and educate yourself. Because you know what the old saying is, a fool and his money is soon departed. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.